Aloha, friends. Thank you for joining me for this full moon 111 portal reading. This reading is a timeless reading. My guides are telling me that whenever you come across this video, whenever you're able to fully listen to it, is when it will be ready for you. Now, timelines are kind of all over the place still. We have people that are ahead of the timeline that the majority of the collective are on, and we have people that are behind the timeline. And as we grow, know that whether you're ahead or behind doesn't really mean anything. It doesn't mean that you're better for being ahead or worse for being behind, because there are times where you're going to be so far ahead and then you're going to drop back down and people are going to pass you up and they're going to be ahead of you and you're going to be back. And it's just this weaving that's happening right now. They're telling me this weaving of timelines to get everything to come together in one solid timeline so that we can fully raise our vibration in the consciousness of humanity. So, with that being said, I want to just talk a little bit about what has been processed. If you listen to my Moon Day messages, the last one that was published really talked about the energy being a grounding energy. And so for the last several days, we've really been in that state of just feeling grounded. And grounding energy, although it can calm the nerves and quiet things down, it also really allows for space to feel. And sometimes the feelings that are, or the emotions that come up in that space, are not in the highest vibration. They're things that we need to purge. Some of it's shadow energy. And so as I've mentioned, when you watch these posts, if you read the description that I put on there, I always say I will not channel unless I am not growing through some kind of shadow. So in other words, if I'm growing through some kind of shadow, I absolutely will not channel, because I don't want my channel to be altered or for any lower vibrational spirits to come through that space and deliver messages through me that are not in the highest vibration of love and light. And so this message is coming out a little later than I would have wanted it to. However, I know that everything is divine, and it feels great to finally process through the shadows that were coming up for self. And I'm ready to be an open channel for whatever wants to come through for y'all for this magical full moon 111 portal. It really feels, they want me to tell you that this portal and this full moon, it and leading everything that's led up to this moment really is life changing. Like, your life is about to change. Everything is about to alter for you. And it may feel like it's like you've had to have a lot of patience, or it's been a slow process. And the guides are saying, no worries, everything is divine. And once you get through this little, we as humanity break through this threshold, they're showing me just this real thin layer, thin line. Everything is going to start to move very, very fast. So be ready for that, because the speed of, not having to wait and having so much patience, that's all going to shift. And we're going to come into a time where, it's going to feel less and less like time exists, because it's moving so fast, because we're jumping timelines so quickly, because everything around us is suddenly changing. And speaking of sudden changes, I do want to take a moment to really connect with those of you that are listening and send love to those that have been victims of the LA fires. there's a lot of controversy, a lot of conspiracies behind everything. And although I follow along and I am one for speaking truth, I also believe that no matter what the reason, everything happens for a higher purpose in divine timing. And this is just the start of, I feel like, an unraveling of things that have happened throughout time and space that are coming up to be healed. And so I do want to just take a moment and send lots of love and healing energy to those that are without homes. And actually, I want to include those that are in North Carolina still, that are still without homes and are in, the depths of the winter out there, the winter season. So just really sending love to all of the people, places, and things that have been affected by really anything, any natural disaster, any everything that's going on worldwide. I'm just getting, like, as I start to open up this healing energy to send to them, I just keep getting more and more, like, so many passed on loved ones are here with me right now, and they're just saying, send this to my family, send this to yours. So if you want to just take a moment, we're just going to close down our eyes, take a nice grounding breath, deep breath in through the nose, open mouth, exhale. And one more just like that. Deep breath in. Open mouth, exhale. And we're just taking a moment to send love and healing energy to Mama Earth and all of her inhabitants. Okay, thank you. Thank you to all of the archangels that came through. This place is so high vibrational right now. Wow. So thank you, because when we do things like this collectively, not only are my guides and angels here, but your guides, your angels, your passed on loved ones, they all come through in this time and space. And that's why this room feels so lit up and vibrant right now, because there's so much love that's being sent to those spaces. So thank you for those of you who did that little energy exchange with me there. We have 4 piles for this full moon and 111 portal reading. So go ahead and take a moment and choose which pile, if you haven't already, is best for you. We have pile number 1 with the dragon, pile number 2 with the full moon, pile number 3 with the Kali figurine, and pile number 4 with the dancing surrender. All right, so go ahead and choose your pile. Today we are going to start with pile number 2. For the rest of you, timestamps will be in the description, and you can check those out. We'll go ahead and start with pile number 2. Aloha again to those of you who chose pile number 2. We have a little affirmation that came through while I was pulling the cards, so I'm just going to read this to you. All right, and it says, you should be proud of yourself. Yes. So what I'm getting with this energy is those of you that chose this pile, it's been, you really have been through a lot in this lifetime. Actually, they're telling me just within the last 3 to 5 years, it's been a lot. And a lot of shifts, a lot of big moves, a lot of changes. And you really you don't give yourself enough credit for having gone through all of these shifts and changes. And I know, personally, the last 3 to 5 years really have been an accelerated healing portal for many of us. So, whatever it is that you've grown through, they're just saying you really should be proud of yourself, and take a moment to give yourself credit and to look back on everything that you've processed through thus far and sit with that, because it's not always about getting to the end of the line. It's about being on the journey, but then also being able to look back and see how far you've come, see how much has shifted, see, just taking a moment of gratitude for everything that you've grown through and how it's led you to where you are now. Right, we got lots of cards today that wanted to come through, so I'm just gonna go ahead, and they said just start at the top. So all right, so sacred purpose. Yeah, this shift that happened for you, what they're saying, like what you should be really proud of yourself for, is this really stepping out and wanting to heal your ancestry, wanting to do things differently, maybe giving a new life to your children and showing them different ways of being, and breaking old habits or traditions, so to speak, and allowing new vibrant energy to come into your lineage so that you can shift things for the better. It's like you went through so much in whatever you had to process through for your lineage, that now it's like, okay, now I'm holding the light, and I'm going to be like, you may not even know this, but you're like the chosen one. Like, you were the one that came in and said, okay, it stops with me. I'm ready to change this so that future generations don't have to go through what I went through. So it's a really powerful message to start off with. Let's see what else we got here. The pink dolphin. So you're coming into a time, and this goes along with this, you should be proud of yourself. It really is a shift, like from Spirit's telling me you've shifted out of a lower level of consciousness. It's like you graduated to a higher level of consciousness, and because your wheels have been spinning and there's been so much going on, you haven't had time to just stop and acknowledge that, and acknowledge the fact that things have shifted for you, and that you're seeing life now with more of an open heart, more of a welcoming in, ready to welcome new things into your life, and not holding yourself back anymore. It's like the energy they're giving me is like, like going from grade school to middle school, where you just have that shift of like, okay, now you're going to be with like the older kids, and things are going to be different, and there's just this like excitement. There's no nervousness. It's just this like fun, playful, excited type energy that's coming through. Okay, tell me to hold off on that one. Yeah, magic. So you may be seeing the number 3. That was the first thing that they pointed out to me on this card. And there's a illumination in the crown chakra. And they're saying specifically, you may have been actually getting like headaches or ringing in the ears, and this was because your solar star chakra was getting an upgrade. There was some kind of upgrade that was happening for you, that's helping raise your vibration to that next level of consciousness. So there may have been some physical pains that came through for you, that you were feeling around the headspace, like foggy, or even like sinus issues, like stuffy, but some kind of purification to let go of really that lower level, that like all of the thoughts and things and beliefs that made you you at that level of consciousness, and shifting into the next level where you have so much more potential for growth and evolvement. All right, we're going to do a little crystal yellow dragon attunement. And this is to open to higher learning and wisdom. So, again, expanding the crown chakra for illumination, walk the higher spiritual path. So, again, with that crown space, really illuminating through the crown and the solar, solar star. There we go. Solar star chakra above your head. To access higher wisdom, access wisdom from a higher level of consciousness, not even the level that you're at, but much, much higher, they're telling me. So I'm just going to do a little attunement. Okay, they're just saying that to allow yourself to be open to receive these energies. They are high vibrational, so if it does become too much, like if you're getting really bad headaches or you feel like it's too much pressure on the head, you can ask them to tone it down. Just tap out of that old belief system of like something gave you a headache, and know that this is just higher levels of light and consciousness coming in through the crown. And so if it's too much, you can ask your guides, your spirit team, to just slow it down. Can you take it back a notch? This is actually giving me headaches in the physical. And they will slow down the process and have it come through a little slower. But you're ready, they're saying. You're ready for that next level. You're ready to level up. You're ready to, I even feel like, start channeling if you're not a channel already, or tapping into a higher channel. Even, in this pink dolphin one, again, like the light is illuminating right above her crown in that solar star chakra space. So definitely some higher levels of wisdom that are coming through for you now. And then we have, Sacred Abyss, 22. We have all these master numbers. And the Sacred Abyss is really like hidden knowledge. And I feel specifically this is ancient knowledge that's coming through. So the downloads that you're getting now, the messages that you're receiving from the divine, from the creator, are ancient knowledge. And you may not know what to do with them right off, right as soon as you get the downloads. However, once they're fully integrated and processed, you will be guided and know exactly how to use them for profit and prosperity in your life, is what I'm hearing. All right, and the Libyan gold tektite is the crystal that wanted to come through. So lots of gold energy, the energy of really being able to manifest or create exactly what it is that you want. This level up for you is really, I keep hearing letting go of old beliefs, letting go of all of the mind chatter, letting go of the things that you once believed were true, and stepping into the next level, like zooming out. Like the energy they're giving me is like you've climbed the tree and you can see around, and now from that space, that was the level of consciousness that you were at, and now you're ready to take off and take flight and see things from a much higher perspective above the trees. So it's illuminating the path forward, but they are saying like it they're noticing that it's causing some problems in the physical. So be mindful when you get those headaches or when you get the ringing in the ear. Don't turn back to what it used to be or what it used to mean for you. Look for a higher answer, because it's not what it was before. So like the example, they're saying, if you got a headache before, it might have been because you were dehydrated. And if you get a headache now, it may be because you're getting these channelings and these messages coming through, and it's just a lot of light and a lot of energy that's moving through that crown space. So just ask your guides again to tone it down if it becomes too much. And be present. So many codes. Yeah, look at these codes that are coming through. It's like when you're in this presence, you're fully aligned. Everything is illuminated through that center line, the chakra line, and completely balanced. And then you have all of these codes that what I'm seeing is like the light coming down, the codes coming through that crown space, and then you like blasting it out to everything around you. So this could mean like not even having to share wisdom, but just sharing your energy, being in spaces where you're in cohabiting spaces where other people are able to really just fill into those energy codes that are coming through you, because there's a lot. Okay, let's see. The Sage. So yeah, they're telling me this isn't going to resonate for everyone, but there are a few of you that are writers, and part of these downloads that are coming through are going to help you with whatever it is that you're writing, whatever it is that you are creating. So whether it's a blog or a book that you're trying to write, or even just getting knowledge out through some kind of like poetry, this is all going to help you get to that space. But they're saying the reason why there's so much energy coming through that crown chakra for that wisdom like upgrade that you're growing through right now is because you haven't. Oh, can you bring that back, please? It shifted. Okay. All of the downloads that you're getting through the crown chakra, thank you, are going to finish whatever this creation, whatever you've started, whatever it is that you've started to create. This is like the final shift into, man, okay, let me just ground real quick, because there's so much energy that's coming through. I feel like I'm jumbling my words. My apologies. Okay, so much better. Oh my goodness. The light that is coming through for those of you that chose this pile is amazing. It feels so good and aligned, and it's like you're ready to receive. You're open, you're ready to take it all in. Your crown is full on receiving these upgrades. Just allow yourself time to rest, because this is a lot of energy that's moving through you. And even though you may not feel it, it's so powerful that you're really going to need time to rest. So when your body is tired, when you feel like you need to shut down your eyes, if you are in a space where you are able to do that, please do so. If not, even do like a 5-minute grounding meditation just to relax and rest your body, because there's so much light that's coming through. All right, and then we have the whale, and whales are really known for their voice, for that magical song that they sing. And it's all telling me like it's time for you to share your thoughts, to share your wisdom, to share the things that are coming through that channel. So maybe you're getting messages and you don't quite know how to get those out, and they're just saying it's coming through because it's time for you to start sharing that part of self. Okay, they want me to go to this one next. So this is the Kali card that wanted to come through. And it says, a process of profound and enduring transformation is leading you toward a powerful rebirth, free from even the most persistent patterns or pains from your past. Your soul is in deep healing. Recovery can be painful, but you will emerge renewed and released. You are blessed to experience a new life within this lifetime. Yeah. So like I said, this is like a whole soul upgrade for you. It really is shifting into that higher level of consciousness. And because it's such a powerful upgrade, it really does require rest. So please be sure that you are resting your body. Yeah, and from that rest is the rise. When you're able to just fully settle into that space and allow yourself to be present and be in that energy, then things are going to shift very rapidly for you, and everything's just going to take off. All right, yeah, surrender to silence. So again, that stillness, that quietness, that presence, it's getting you into that space where you're full on resting. Nothing on in the background, no multitasking, just really feeling into self, allowing yourself to be in the body, be grounded, receive these codes, rest and integrate them, because the next step forward is going to happen once this shift happens. And I feel like this is in illumination with this full moon. From there, it's going to be nonstop. You're going to be so busy, and things are going to come to you just abundantly. Just a big shift for you. So allow yourself time to rest, and remind your guides if it becomes too much and you need them to tone it down. And then just trust that everything that's coming through will lead you exactly where you need to be. All right, beautiful reading for those of you that chose card number 2. Thank you, and hope to see you next time. All right, aloha again to those of you who chose card number 3. This card, the energy of this card feels very action forward. It feels like it's time to get things done. There's no messing around. It really is like forward progression and movement in what needs to happen for you. There is an affirmation that wanted to come out for you. So let's see what it says. It says, whenever you leave the present moment, you are disconnecting from the magic. Whenever you leave the present moment, you are disconnecting from the magic. So fully embodying the present. And for self, I have this way of when I am aware and notice that I'm not in the present, I will pull my energy back and I will say, okay, here I am, sitting in this room, doing this reading, on this street, in this town, in this city, in this state, next to this ocean. And I just start zooming out. And the more you zoom out, the more present you become in your body. So try it. Maybe it'll work for you. Let's see what this Kali card has to say for you. Beautiful figurine. She just looks, I feel victory, like a victory, and like they're pointing out the lotus, the the rise. So let's see what she says. She arrests the flow of negativity, particularly that of our own making. She transforms our karma from that which hinders our joy to that which can create true happiness. As you seek refuge in her, you are protected from gossip, slander, and any form of negativity from others. A positive turning of the tide of good fortune is predicted. Beautiful. So call on Kali if you feel like you are like you're being judged, or people are gossiping about you, or there's stuff going on behind your back. Call on Kali. She's a very powerful deity, and she's helped me along my journey so much. Definitely one that I resonate with more than others. But she's there to protect you from whatever is being said. Notice they're pointing out, notice she like has that tongue in her hand. It's like, you're not going to talk bad about this person. Let's see if I can get it to focus. There we go. There you go. You see the tongue. Yeah. No one's going to talk bad about you while Kali is on your side. So call in Kali. She will be there to support you. Let's see. What else wants to come through for this pile? The Sorcerer. Okay. I'm hearing eyes on the horizon. So again, with that action forward, it's looking at what you want and making it happen. It's envisioning it. It's not just envisioning it, they're telling me it's feeling it. It's like, like, this is mine. I know it's mine. Nothing's going to take that away from me. And here's what I'm going to do to make that happen. I'm going to take the next step forward. I'm going to make things happen in my own energy is what they're saying. I feel like there's more to this, but let's pull and see what else wants to come out, and perhaps they'll give us more insight. Okay, they said not that one yet. Amethyst. Meditation. Okay, so using the amethyst. Amethyst is a really powerful stone. It does a lot more than people are aware of. One thing, they say to meditate with amethyst, but amethyst can help clear traumas. It can bring protection and guidance. There's so much that you can get with amethyst. And you notice it wanted to be here with us as well in the reading. So yes, they're telling me use this amethyst and go into this space of magical space. They're telling me you don't need to do any kind of guided meditation. You can if you want to. You can even just sit in silence and imagine this space where you just drop into this magical place where everything is aligned and perfect and happening exactly the way that you want it. And it's like taking a vision board to the next level. It's not you're writing out. Now, personally, I typically don't like vision boards. I feel like they hold you in a vibration. However, they're telling me this is a much higher vibration. It's taking the idea of a vision board and then actually bringing it into the physical by feeling it, sensing it, having that direct contact with it. So use meditation to go into that space and feel exactly what it is that you are wanting to bring into creation, or whatever it is that you are waiting for, processing. Really, they're telling me you've already got it. It's already yours. And it's just a matter of allowing it to come into physical form. And to do that, they're asking you to drop into meditation and to really anchor that energy in the visualization and the feeling of what it would feel like for your manifestation or creation to come into the physical form. All right, we have 22, commit. And the energy they're showing me is just these the triangles in this kind of aurora borealis lighting that's lighting up around her here. Again, with the purple, a lot of crown energy coming through, and they're saying the third eye is just, there's so many downloads that are coming into your third eye right now. So it's a perfect time to meditate. Actually, it's, this crystal wanted to be out. It rarely comes out. It is a raw azurite crystal, and it's very powerful third eye activation. So perhaps I think that was probably for y'all for this pile. So maybe look into getting some azurite or meditating with the feeling of the azurite with you. I'm sure you can find meditations out there that'll help you drop in. Sound, they're telling me, is what's going to really help you. So look more into frequencies or sound baths or sound, like healing sound meditations. That's definitely going to help you drop into that space so you can start to envision more. And then we have the lady. Enjoy your growth and reap the rewards. Yeah. It's like they're telling me like you've planted these seeds, and it's been a really slow process, a slow growth. And it's finally coming into bloom. It's finally season. It's like, there are certain plants that take many, many years to harvest. And it's like this energy of you've been waiting for the harvest to come in, and they're saying it's here. It's here. You've just got to bring it into the physical. It's just on the other, like it's this energetic barrier that I'm feeling right now. All right, moderation, interesting. Okay, they're telling me don't worry about the word. So just the energy of the rhino. What's gotten you here in this energy is you really standing in your power and believing. Look at that horn. It's such a large horn there, and horns, really are a connection to source energy, to a higher level of the highest level of consciousness is what I'm hearing. So getting into that space where no, my apologies. They're saying that's what's gotten you here, is that no matter what, you've continued to trust. You've continued to go back to source. You continue to call on the creator and to ask for help from a higher power. Even here, they're showing like she's looking up at that higher level of highest level of consciousness. They keep telling me. All right, and then we have the turkey, and it says, give with gratitude and grace. Okay, and what they're saying specifically, don't worry about the words. Again, the energy of the turkey, they're giving me gratitude. Like it's what's happening, what's blocking, thank you, from bringing things into the physical for you is the lack of gratitude. So, and there's telling me not forced gratitude. So not like, just not trying to force it. Even like, oh, I listen to a gratitude meditation every day, or gratitude affirmations every day, or I say gratitude affirmations every day. And it's like, okay, but that may have become routine. They really want you to tap into like your life and what you have to be grateful for, and then produce from that space. Produce, interesting word that they use there. Yeah. This is like a point of, you've been in this point of creation, this like raw space where it felt like nothing was really moving. And although you could like feel things on the other, like you're so close and you feel it there, and you know it's supposed to happen, and you know it's going to happen, and you're trusting that it's going to happen, and every time that you don't trust, or you get out of balance or out of alignment, you go right back to source or creator and ask, what is it that I'm missing, or what do I need to learn from this? And it's this this point of surrender, they're telling me. So let's see what the surrender cards brought through. Surrender worry. Surrender worry. It says, make a commitment not to lead an anxiety-driven life. When worries arise, breathe them out of your body. Focus on the power of your heart and have faith that Spirit is guiding you always. Yeah, so there's doubt. There's some doubt. That's what the turkey is coming in. There's some doubt, they're saying, it's like, you know it, it's there, it's yours, it's happening, you feel it, and yet it still hasn't fully settled into anchored into the physical for you. And they're asking you to surrender your worries. There's no need to worry. Everything is happening exactly as it's supposed to. And when things shift out of the present moment for you, that's when you start to get into your head and you start to kind of spiral out of control. And they're saying, just bring it back to the present moment, bring it back through meditation, bring it back to surrendering to a higher power. Go back to that space, and if needed, call on Kali to be there to support you through whatever's coming up that needs to be processed through. The circle of eternal joy. Yeah, it's this feeling of like you're shifting out of cycles, they're telling me. Cycles. This full moon is like, I feel like you've been spinning your wheels for a long time, and although you've continued to trust and surrender and feel like it's all going to happen divinely, there's still this like spinning of the wheels and allowing little things to get into your head that get you off track or out of the present moment and into that worry space. And they're just saying, bring it all back into this oneness, this creation space, because this present moment is what's going to shift you. It's not jumping timelines and going back and forth and trying to figure things out. You don't need to figure anything out. There's nothing to figure out here. It's here for you. It's ready. All you have to do is be present and accept with gratitude. They keep telling me that, with gratitude. Accept and have gratitude for where you are. That's what's going to bring the final, that's what's going to be able to fully anchor this energy in for you. And we have let it go. So most importantly, what they're telling me with this card is soften. It's like there's this rigidity, almost like I'm feeling a lot of pressure and tension in my high heart in the back space. So really like an energy of you've been heartbroken. You've been through a lot of heartache in this lifetime. And when we've grown through a lot of heartache, it's hard to see the manifestations come through because we're so used to being let down, right? If we've been through a lot of heartache, we've been through a lot of letdown, and knowing that things can get better and happier and that there's something that's coming for us that's amazing, possibly more amazing than anything you've experienced in this lifetime. Knowing that, there's this little bit of fear that comes through, this little line of fear that causes us to be rigid in receiving and opening up. Look how she's just receiving that waterfall. Her arms are fully open. She's taking it all in, and it's because she's softened into it. So allow yourself to soften and receive with gratitude. And then we'll do the dragon. So Archangel Gabriel's dragon is coming through for purification. And it says, self-discipline will speed ascension and bring joy. You can carry Archangel Gabriel's diamond. So notice his diamond here. And I'm going to do just a little attunement from the dragons. So if you would like to receive, go ahead and close down your eyes. You're just having me do a little like clearing in the third eye space as well. And they're saying there's just some like fogginess there between, you know, what is coming to you intuitively and what is being shadowed or clouded by your mind or your thoughts. So I'm just going to do a little clearing there for you as well. Thank you for those of you that stuck around for that little attunement. Remember that when you leave the present moment, you are disconnecting from the magic. So be present, my friends. And that's all I have for you for today. Happy full moon 111 portal. Hope to see you next time. Aloha to those of you that chose pile number 1. Oh, the energy of this pile is fire. This dragon, like, I'm just feeling so much light, so much illumination. Like, it's whatever's coming through the energy of this full moon, this 111 portal is really a purging, like a full on letting go, purging it out, and creating space, I'm hearing. So there is an affirmation that wanted to come through for you today. So let's see what it says. Oh, you've got 3. Okay, so it says, affirm, I create prosperity. I enjoy my abundance. I am grateful to have more to give. I create prosperity. I enjoy my abundance. I am grateful to have more to give. Oh, yes. So much fire. Like I said, the energy is vibrant. It feels really, really good. So let's just jump right in, see what they have to say. We have the green gold dragon from Sirius. So it brings universal knowledge to your spiritual pathway. I'm going to do just a quick little attunement from the Syrians. They are here. They're wanting to channel through, so I'm just going to go ahead and allow it. Yes, this feels so good. The energy is really receiving. It's like open. I feel like expansion. That's what they're bringing through, is this energy of like expand and open up. And sometimes with expansion, there's this contraction that happens. So we might see a big expansion and a little contraction, and then a bigger expansion and a little contraction. And that's okay. Don't get caught in those contractions. It's the expansion and the growth that is going to shift you into that next level of consciousness. And that's what this full moon is illuminating for you. Let's see what else we got here. Give and receive. Oh, yes. This they're asking specifically for you to put yourself out there, to come into community, tribe, finding your people. It really is putting yourself out there and like I'm feeling a little discomfort. Like it may be a little uncomfortable. It might be out of your norm, like doing something that you've never done before, or going somewhere alone, maybe even just going like out to do something alone instead of having someone by your side. There's just this energy of like putting yourself out there, because there's something that's waiting for you is what I'm hearing. There's something or someone. For some of you, it's someone specifically, like your partner. You're like a very this is like soulmate energy that's coming through, and it's like they're waiting to connect with you, but you need to put yourself out there. They're asking you to be in this like open public space. So doing something that maybe, like I said, a little bit out of your comfort zone, but putting yourself out there is what's going to bring you into that union, into that love. So let's see what else. Kindness, the fruit bat. Yeah, so bats typically bring in the energy of transformation, like deep transformation. And 12 is the complete ending of a cycle before starting a new one. So this feels like you're shifting out of this hangman type energy, this being kind of in solitude and in one space, and opening up and spreading your wings. Even no matter like what kind of darkness comes your way, it's like you're ready to get out there again and to put yourself in a space where you can meet more people, where you can come into unity with tribe, with new friends, new acquaintances, with a new lover perhaps. Let's see what else. Lapis lazuli. Lapis lazuli, they said don't worry about the past life, thank you. But lapis lazuli is typically like a blue and gold. I might have one actually nearby. Let's see. I do. All right, so this is the lapis lazuli. And lapis lazuli is really great for tapping into your third eye, into let's put that there because I feel like that's a better representation. It's connecting with your own inner being, they're telling me. It's connecting internally with self. It's like you've done all of this work to go inward, to connect with self, to figure out who you are, what you want, how you want it, how to be in your authenticity, how to speak your truth. And now it's time for you to get out and share that and meet new people and bring in new just new contact, new connections. Right, we have the medicine guardian. It says be open to healing information. They're specifically pointing out the caduceus, and they're telling me it's an anchoring energy. Okay, can you go deeper with that? What's the anchoring? Okay, so it's like you've been working on opening yourself up to receiving abundance, and there's now just this anchoring of I've been through all this healing. I know that I'm ready for the next level. And now I'm just anchoring that into the space and being present with it so that I can shift through these last little like pieces of of fear. They're telling me like fear of receiving. So let's see what else. Elephant spirit. Again, learn from the past. Are we sure that past doesn't have anything to do with it, spirit? No, not in the sense that the cards come off as they're saying. Okay. Okay, so elephant spirit is great for moving through blockages. So anything that is blocking you, that you feel like you're having a hard time getting through, think of an elephant just kind of pushing through that space for you, taking on the energy of the elephant. You can call on the elephant to move through that space. But they're saying there is a lesson in learning from the past, but it really is just about you allowing yourself to receive. It's like this prosperity, the abundance, the what you have to be grateful for, the being grateful for more to give. That's all here. Like, you've given so much, and now it's time for you to receive. It's time for you to take it all back in, connect with self. Right? It says, what do you really want? So that's where the blockage is. Thank you, Spirit, for bringing that through. That's where the blockage is, because you're in this space where it's like one day you know exactly what you want and you are in the power of manifesting or creating it, and everything feels aligned and divine. And then the next day, something might throw you out of balance, and immediately you go into like this fear of like, can it happen? Am I ready for that? And just this, they're showing me just this back and forth, like very ungrounded type energy. And so they're saying, what do you want? It's like the what they're showing with that, I can't even get it out. They just showed me that scene from The Notebook where like I think she's like crying in the rain, and he's like, what do you want? What is it? Like, I can't read your mind. Tell me what you want. And your guides are like, tell me what you want, and then stay with that, because one day you want this and then the next day you want that, and we can't give you both. That's why there's this energy of going back and forth between the two. And they're saying, like, if you really want to come into union or prosperity or whatever it is that you're calling in, you've got to stay in that energy. I'm feeling like some of you who chose this pile, like you get in the energy where you're like, yes, everything's happening for a reason. It's happening for me, and it's aligned, and it's great. And I know that everything is going to come together, and I'm going to have exactly what I want. And then you have like a day where you're like, ugh, why am I even doing this? I'm working so hard. I haven't seen any, like, I haven't been able to reap any benefits yet. And what am I putting all this time and effort in for? And Spirit's like, you're so back and forth that they haven't been able to fully give you what you want, because one day you want this and the next day you want that. And there's you've got to anchor your energy and really figure out what exactly is it that you want, and then focus on that. And don't let anything get you off track, especially especially don't backtrack, they're telling me. Surrender your belief in scarcity. Wow. Yeah, so that goes right along with the abundance, with the affirming your abundance, affirming, that you create prosperity, that you are in abundance, that you are grateful to have more to give. And so here it says the universe is asking you to open to the infinite nature of abundance. In this way, you can remove blocks in your life and succeed beyond your wildest dreams. But to do that, you've got to let go of the belief of scarcity, right? And scarcity, you guys, has been programmed into us for so long throughout humanity. It's been programmed into us. And it's time that we're shifting out of that. They're saying you're ready. You're so ready to shift out of that. But you've got to get out of your head. Your headspace is not a good place to be. Like, they're showing me all of this stuff going on. So, you know, those of you that chose this pile, maybe try some tapping in the crown area. Like, tap your crown, and release thoughts. You know, for self, recently I've had times where, like, I've been overthinking. My husband literally walks up to me and, like, taps me on my temples and tells me I'm overthinking, and it helps so much. So what do you need to do to get out of that energy? And you can use these affirmations. You can, you know, tap on your temples or on your crown and say, I create prosperity. I enjoy my abundance. I am grateful to have more to give. I let go of scarcity, right? Use those. They will definitely help you. All right, and then we have go with the flow. Yeah, so that letting go, that letting go so you can receive. It really is like you've got to get out of your head that you're not deserving, or that you're not enough, or that it's not going to be like, let go of any kind of expectation that you have and just allow it to happen. It's here. It's ready. You're ready. You're ready to come into this union with, whether it be like your soul tribe or new love, or it really is a person. They're telling me, like, this is definitely not a place or a thing. It's more tribe, friends, lovers, that type of energy. All right, then we have ride the waves. So life lessons and growth, and you will get through this. So yeah, there's again these waves, right? Like, the one day you're telling your guides, okay, I trust and I know, and I'm trusting and I'm surrendering, and I know that you're going to bring me exactly what I've been calling in, which is this abundance, this prosperity, this new love. And then the next day you're on this wave of, I'm tired of this. What am I doing all this work for? It's not working for me. Why am I doing this? And you're questioning it. And that's where it's taking you on these waves. You know, you're actually creating these waves with your mindset in scarcity. So really work on that. Okay, I'm going to do the Kali last. So let's see what the medicine wheel comes up. Jaguar, release. Yeah, release, let go. They're saying let go. Like, it's time for you to let go of those old thoughts that you're not good enough, or that you don't deserve it, or that it can't possibly happen, or that you're meant to be in this state of having to continue to ride these waves. You don't. Right, and then we have the Kali card. Beautiful card. So much gold energy coming through it. Let's see what it says. Right, I am not going to try to pronounce that. You can if you'd like, but I'm going to go ahead and just read it. So it says, she's the rising sun, marking the ending of darkness and the replenishment of life force after illness or devastation. She creates a clean slate and a fresh start. She protects and preserves that which is worthy of the heart. She shines in perpetual state of divine beauty and radiance, attracting to us the most supportive and honoring circumstances. Yeah, let go. It's time to let go. It's not, you're not your old self. And there's this little piece, this piece of you trying to hold on to it. That's like, you know what? I've been on this healing journey. I've done all these things, and it's just not, maybe it's not for me. That's not happening fast enough, or it's not going to happen. And they're just saying, no, it's not that it's not happening, and it's definitely going to happen for you. And the only way that they're going to be able to figure things out is if you calm your mind. There's so much chatter in the mind space. So bring yourself into meditation, into silence, into tapping on the head. They're telling me specifically is going to be really good for you. And from that space, you're going to be able to full on receive. All right, sending you guys so much love. Thank you to those of you who chose. I believe this was pile number 1. All right, aloha. Thank you to those of you that chose pile number 4. This energy feels fun-loving and free. Definitely an energy of freedom and openness, like a deep, deep surrender. It feels like this full moon is just illuminating whatever it is that needs to go. It's like, I just see it just like trickling down off of you. It's like you're so ready. Just shake it off and you're going to walk into that next level. So let's see. Oh, there is an affirmation that wanted to come through. So let's see what it says. All right, connect with nature. Connect with nature. So there's, because it feels so free, the grounding energy will be really good for this pile. So those of you who chose this, connect with nature. And let's see what wanted to come through. All right, we have choreograph. Wow. Look at that symbol. Yeah. You are creating your life. You are creating what it is that you want. You are the creator. The creator lives within you. This energy is so powerful, and it's all coming from like the 2 spots that they're showing me it connects with is your third eye and your heart space, and then moving it through your hands. You are so divinely connected. Those of you that chose this pile, you definitely have a higher connection with source. You're able to tap in and do things with your hands, and they're saying you have this energy of creation. And those of you that have this energy, you've got to be really mindful about what you're thinking, because what you're thinking, you are absolutely creating. So knowing that hopefully will help you get into the energy of really just wanting to create exactly what it is that you came here for. So let's see what else. All right, we have fox spirit. So think quick. Foxes are quick. The energy is very fiery. It's a very like energetic, fiery type energy that's coming through. Again, even here, there's, the hair looks like flames. It is it's a force. Like they're telling me it's this force energy. Like if you want to step into your next level of consciousness, or you want to grow or evolve, for you it's all about just lighting that fire within, because you have the power to create your next present moment more than anybody that I've ever channeled for this. Those of you that chose this pile, you are in control from a higher level of consciousness, not a control state here in the physical level, not a control state through the mind. It's a control through a higher level of consciousness. It's a creation type energy of you carrying the creator energy through you, and then manifesting that into whatever it is that you want to come of your life. So let's see what else. Bliss. Bliss is worth creating from the heart, from the third eye. Again, that fiery type energy, those colors. Wow. And we have harvest. Yeah, so whatever it is that you've been creating, that you've been working on, it's here. It's coming. It's such a high vibrational energy. It feels so good. And there's so much abundance that's coming in with this. That's why it may feel overwhelming for you, because you really are creating it. You are setting up the next step. And it's like I had a reading recently where I said, like, you're laying the track as you go. This is, you're doing so much more than that. You're not just laying the track, you're also creating the vision around it. There's so much divine creator energy that's coming through this reading. And then we have birth mysteries. So what are you being called to create right now? What is it that wants to come through? You are a portal. You are a portal, and what you are wanting to create is ready to be created through you. Trust and ground your energy. Connect with nature so that you can anchor this creation through you and into the physical. All right, and then we have this beautiful Kali card. And let's see what she has to say. Bahava Tarini, I believe. Probably pronounced that wrong. Forgive me if I have. It says, when momentum is building and you don't know how to stop fueling the fire or reverse the damage, Kali brings grace and freedom from negative patterning and stubborn mindsets resistant to change. Now is a powerful time for spiritual work and healing practices. She will support the work, and much growth can come from it. The storm shall be gentled. You shall emerge unharmed. Yeah. So you're in this storm of creation, and the reason I say storm is because you're so powerful a creator that what you say is truth. What you say is truth. So you've got to be careful of your words. You have to be mindful of what you're saying, and call in exactly what you want. You can have it. It's yours. It's already yours. You've just got to ground that energy and call it in. It's come to harvest. Yeah, the journey. This is they're telling me, like, you've been fully illuminated through, excuse me, I'm having like the hiccups. You've been fully illuminated through this journey. You're in this space. You're in this space of the shaman, of fully being able to connect to all levels of consciousness and to have compassion for them and to show the way through the darkness of the night. They're really illuminating the moon and the owl here. Yeah, so this creation energy is so powerful for you. And again, the moon came through here, and even like the outline here behind the fox. So this full moon is bringing whatever it is you've been wanting to create. This full moon is bringing it. All right, and then you have the black dragon. It says the black dragon cocoons you so that your divine potential grows. And it shows these stars coming in, like these seedlings coming in. This is your creation. This is what you've been working on developing, and this is what's coming through. It's coming through this galactic energy. So allow yourself to undergo that metamorphosis, to step into the true creator that you are, and ground and anchor that energy. And you have the power to create whatever it is you want. And you've got to ground it. You've got to anchor it if you want it to come into the physical. Let's see what else. The goat. Reliability. All right. The energy that I'm getting from the goat is just a focused energy. Focus. It's time for you to focus. Thank you, Spirit, for telling me. It's time for you to focus. That which you've been creating is ready for harvest. And you've got to focus on anchoring it into the physical, because it's there. It's ready. And it's not going anywhere. And you want it to, you are the creator. They want you to take control. Yes, things can happen for you, and you can just let everything flow and be in alignment, but you have this beautiful magical power of being able to create, and they want you to use it. So the same energy of, they're showing me now, where did it go, of the stars, it's like the same energy that's coming down from the stars here is coming down from the stars here into this portal. It's this higher vibrational abundance is what they're saying. All right, and then we have the boji stones for balance. Yeah, so everything feels aligned, y'all. Those of you that chose this pile, everything feels really good and aligned. It feels, the only thing that's missing is the anchoring, the grounding, the bringing it in. Everything else is ready. Right, and then we have the shield maiden. So make plans and focus. Right? Didn't I just say that? Focus. That's where it's coming from. The need to focus. Right? Focus, because that's what's going to drop it into the physical. It's here. It needs to happen. It's ready. It's time. There's no more holding back. And all it's going to take is you focusing, grounding your energy, anchoring your energy, focusing, and bringing it into the physical. Right, we've got 2 more here. So surrender your worries. There's no need to worry. Everything is happening exactly the way that it's meant to. It says focus on the power of your heart and have faith that spirit is guiding you always. So again, focus. Right? That's what's missing, is focusing. It's this energy of like your energy feels kind of all over the place. It's like one day it's grounded and connected, and actually they're telling me like within a day, within the hour, your energy can shift from really high to really low to mellowing out, and it's just this all over the place. So actually a good friend of mine gave me some advice a few days ago to play a frequency all day long. And I used to do this all the time. We really got away from it within this last year, my husband and I. But play a frequency. Play something that's just going to be a focused frequency throughout your day, where it always brings you back to that energy. So no matter if you go high or low, that frequency is playing, and it's always going to bring you back into that alignment with it. So whatever it is, doesn't have to be a grounding frequency, but just something that's going to bring you back into focus. And then we have a crystal that wanted to come through, and it's amethyst. Amethyst. So meditation. Yeah, that's what's going to help. It's that